Today I'm going to introduce you to the world of 3-digit numbers. Let's pretend that each block is a salmon in our tank. And we need to count them so we know how many we released into the stream. So if they're all swimming around, I think it'll be easiest to count them and separate them into their own tank, which will be this whiteboard. Here's one salmon, one salmon, one salmon, one salmon. But if I separate them like that, after a while, I won't actually know how many are in the other tank. Even though each of these represents one, we use digits and counting in order to keep track of how many ones there are. So here's 1 1, 2 1s, 3 1s, 4 1s, 5 1s, 6 1s, 7 1s, 8 1s, 9 1s. And you know from earlier in math class that once you get to 9, the way that numbers work is we make a group of them. After 9 comes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now imagine that I got called away for some reason or another. When I come back, it's going to be really overwhelming to recount all of those salmon swimming in this tank. I have to go back from the beginning in order to keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This time, I'm going to start putting them into groups. Every time I get 10 salmon, I'm going to bunch them together and put them in their own little tank or cup. 10 ones now becomes 1 10. So I want to point out these digits again. Here we got up to 9, then we got to 10. 10 looks like this. 1 10 and 0 ones, or 10. Then we kept counting. 11, 12, 13, 14. The digits tell us how many 10s and 1s there are. The 1s digit shows us how many 1s, and the 10s digit shows us how many 10s. So 1 10 and 4 1s is the same as 14. When you spread it out like this to show it as an addition equation, that's called expanded form. When you use place value and know that this digit represents the 10s and this digit represents the 1s, it's called number form. Let's imagine that now I've counted out a lot of groups of 10 salmon. Do we have to keep counting by ones? What if I put another group of salmon like this aside? Now we have 1 2. 1 2. 2 10s, because I counted them. And I still have 4 1s, 4 single salmon. 2 groups of 10 salmon and 4 single salmon swimming around, which means that our number has changed. 20 salmon and then 4 is the same as 2 10s and 4 1s. Let's keep counting, because I know after 24 salmon, we should still have a lot of salmon to go. 34, 44, 54, 64. Let's stop and keep track of that. First, I'm going to count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. How many tens? 10, 20, 40, 50, 60. So 60 ones and 4 ones together make 64. The way that this number is written is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 10. I have 6 tens and 4 ones, which together make 64. Now I'm going to add a few single salmon. I still have 6 tens, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is the number that changes. 68. 6 tens, 8 ones. Once you get to that last digit, so it's 6 tens and 9 ones, you have to prepare to regroup. We've reached the end of counting for digits, which means it's going to go back to 0 for ones, but the number is still growing. When we add one more, that makes 10. 60 plus 10 is 70. We could not write this number as 6010 because that shows another digit. 2-digit numbers are made up of tens and ones. Once you get this third digit, you're into the hundreds. This shows 610, and that is not how many salmon I have counted. So I'm going to take this 10, these 10 ones, and I'm going to bring them over to show that they are a group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tens and 0 ones. 70 plus 0 would still be 70. Let's keep going. 70, 80, 90. You may have noticed that again, we're at this 9. That means that we are going to need to regroup, but we haven't regrouped in this way yet in class. This is where I'm introducing you to the third digit, the hundreds place. Once you get to 90, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, your next 10 is going to make a group of 10 tens. 10 tens is the same as 100. So now we have 100, 0 extra tens, and 0 extra ones. So our number looks like 100. This is the ones place, this is the tens place, and this is the hundreds place. Let's take a look at how the hundreds grow. Let's say after I've got 100 salmon, I found 5 more groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 tens, or 50. Then let's say I counted some more. I have 150, 151, 152, 153. So I have 100, 5 tens, and 3 ones. This is the same as saying 100 plus 50 plus 3. But this is expanded form. When we show it in number form, we know what each number represents. 153 altogether. I know that this is worth ones. I know that this 5-digit is worth 50. And I know that this one all the way to the right, the one that makes it a 3-digit number, is worth 100. Let's try another one. Let's count how many ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 single ones. Let's find our tens digit. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So now we're seeing 60, but for the number of tens, that's 6 groups of 10. Let's see how many hundreds we have. 100, 200, 300. That's 3 groups of 100. So 300 plus 60 plus 5. In digits or in number form, you have 365.